Hi, welcome to the work, video 3. This video is working on a trigger point at the occipital region. If you have a trigger point here, it can refer pain up and in through here. So again, you might recognize pain points above the eye, even up and through here, and then it stems from in through here. Now this particular self-release you're going to want to do on the floor. You can do it seated. So again, if you're at work or something like that and you just don't have the ability to lay down on the floor, obviously you can do it like this. So if you're at work, you're going to take your hand, you're going to find that trigger point along the ridge, so kind of right where your headband would be if you wear a headband, along that ridge there. And when you feel around, there's usually a central spot where you're like, oh, yeah, that's it. It kind of makes your eyes kind of squint a little bit. You're going to find that. And then you're just going to apply pressure. Now, the challenge when you're doing it in this position is that sometimes you need to actually release this point for about 10 minutes. And there's no way you're going to want to hold your arm up like this. You're going to create tension patterns in other areas of the body. So you could place your elbow down on a table and just lean into it. Now you're not really digging, but it definitely is more pressure than the positional release. Okay, so instead of folding over the area like the positional release, we're actually right on that spot. Now if you're laying down, I use just a small melt ball. This is a softer ball. They're a little bit harder to find, and this size, as you can see, it's quite a nice size. It's like maybe a little bit bigger than a ping pong ball, and it's soft and squishy. I don't particularly love the idea of using like a golf ball or a lacrosse ball, but if all you have is, say, a ping pong ball, then or a golf ball, wrap it in fabric so that you're creating a cushion. Okay? You're going to take this, you're going to put it on that spot, and then you're going to lay down on it. And then you can, again, you'll roll around and you're like, yep, okay, that's the spot. And then you're going to hang out there. If you're laying down, the pressure of your head creates that gravity and the weight of your head will just naturally fall into that spot. And then you can hang out there for about 10 minutes or so, and then you can move it over onto the other side. You may or may not have a trigger point on the other side, but you can find it and again, lay on it and hang out there. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes per side. You do want to hold that position for as long as it takes to subtly feel that release go. What that means is that the pain and tension and the referral pain starts to dissipate. And for some people that might be upwards of 10 minutes. But just do what you can, and doing some nice deep breaths while you're in that release, that trigger point release, will also be incredibly helpful. And the next video is going to be specifically for trigger points along the neck.